Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. This is Jim O'Quinn with Financial Services Online. Today's webinar will be covering two separate but related topics. It's linking to your agent website and linking from your agent website. Those of you who may not know, with your VSA subscription, you get an agent website. We have a section on that agent website that allows you to link to other content. Let's say you wanted to link to the latest stock tickers or news or to a quote tool. We'll walk through the process of doing that. And then conversely, we allow you to link to your agent website content from another website. Let's say your agency has a website that they want you to use, but you would like to incorporate some of the VSA content that you have on your agent website into your agency's website. So we'll walk through that process as well. We'll also go through the initial registration process. That's helpful for understanding the different parts of the system and how the data is used, where your name is used, where your business name is used, the difference between the logos and the photos, broker-dealer information, firm information. So let's get started. Some of you may land on the VSA homepage. If so, you just click the login button here in the upper right-hand corner. Most of you will probably start on this page, which is we call it the VSA Login page. And you can just log in with your user ID and password. If you're logging in for the first time, you get this three-step registration page, and I'm going to go through it pretty quick. I also want to mention that we go through these pretty fast, so we'll probably be out of here in 20-25 minutes. The idea is to give you a really quick overview of what these topics are like in the VSA, and then we highly recommend reaching out and setting up a one-on-one session with us, and we can take as much time as we want and cover as many topics as we want. So with that in mind, let's see, today we're going to be Ins Inc., Any Street, good old Texas here. We have a couple different types of phone numbers. If you want to put your cell on here, you could do that, or your office number. And here you can upload a personal photo. This photo is used inside the VSA for your newsletters and your presentations. This photo does not go on your agent website. People wanted different ones in different places, so this one's used for inside the VSA. My wonderful mug here. And we'll put this on the newsletters and the client presentations, but that again is specific to the VSA. I'm going to cheat a little bit here and just copy and paste this generic text in for the firm information and broker-dealer information. So the firm is just a description of your business, and then the broker-dealer information is a disclaimer that's put on the bottom of the newsletters, and there's also one for the agent website. So the firm information here and the broker-dealer information here is different than that on the agent website. We had a request that agents wanted to have more space for the firm information on the agent website. We're limited on how much we can use on the VSA presentations because the formatting is not as flexible as it is on the agent website. When we get over to the agent website, the firm information over there, you got about 2,000 characters. Here you're limited to about 500. Most of you will probably be familiar with this, but this takes you right to the main menu. And right in the upper left corner is your personal website, otherwise known as the agent website. You'll hear us refer to it as that. Inside of there will be 3 links. This is the link to your agent website. This is the link to the editing, where you can make changes to the theme, upload a business logo, photo, and then you can enable and disable here. Before we jump over there, I want to take a look in the settings over here, because on your agent website, your name, your business name, your address will be displayed, and this is where you modify that information. So let's come in here and let's say 403, then over on our agent website, if we view it, then the 403 will appear. So it's some of the information is controlled over here, some of it's controlled over on the agent website side. So I just want to make note of that. Let's go ahead and hop on over to our agent website here. We'll go ahead and edit it. So this should take us right into the edit mode. So you'll see this administrative panel over here on the left. If you're a new subscriber, we suggest that you go ahead and set up a theme. So we'll do that first. I think we'll take the overcast, rounded, and fixed. So the rounded refers to the rounded corners on some of the elements inside the website, and fixed, it's a fixed width on the page. It doesn't consume the full width of the page. So just quick explanation there. So once we got the theme set, we'll go over to the business logo. And so this is a site I've set up before, so it's already got a logo there, but we'll go ahead and go through the process real quick. All right, so we'll upload a business logo here. We'll take our cityscape, and we'll come in and we'll crop it a little bit. And we'll just get part of the city. So as you can see it updated there. Personal photo works the same way. We can go in and change that. You can modify your firm, your broker-dealer information. But now to the part which we all came for, which are the important links. And this is the section that allows you to link from your agent website to outside resources. Under financial worksheets and financial calculators and inspiration, there's no area for important link. If we come over here and we click important links and enable it, then we'll get a section where we can start adding links. So I'm just going to add a couple in here. There's two key pieces to adding a link. There is the actual link itself, and then there is the text of the link. And you'll see how that'll work in just a second. So I'm just going to link, we'll just go to this quote service here, and then that is the link, and then the link text is the description, and that's what the user will see on the page. So just put quotes, life quotes, and we'll put a couple of them in here. We'll just link back to the VSA, and we'll just link over to FSO2 since it's already in there, and we'll just link to a generic news site. And we'll save those links. And so you can see here the links showed up. And if we click Life Quotes, it'll take us off to the quote site. VSA, take us over to the VSA. And so you can have up to 10 of these. But just to reiterate, there's the two pieces to a link. So there is the actual link or URL, you may hear it called, or web address, which is this component. And then there's the link text or the description, which will actually show up that the user received. Behind the scenes is the actual place that it goes. If we want to disable those, you can come in here and just click disable, and you'll notice those have disappeared. Now, we don't actually delete your links, so they're still in the system, they're just not visible. So we can come back over and hit enable, and they will just reappear. And since we're here, I just want to cover these couple extra sections. The same way the important links works, you can disable and enable sections of the website. If we were to disable the resource center, we could do that here, and that will go away. So now we just have Life Happens Smart About Money. And so these two sections are enabled, and this one's disabled. So same with social media links. We could add those if we wanted to. The focus area, which is just a one sentence description of what you do at your firm, and then the address, map, and display. I know I'm going off topic just a little bit, but since we're here, I just wanted to cover those real quick. And then, of course, the themes. We could switch over to the rainstorm, rounded, fixed, slightly different colors. So that covers linking from your agent website to other sites. And check with your broker dealer or compliance department to make sure that they're okay with you linking to those. We do get some feedback occasionally about where folks are linking, so just wanted to pass that on. So the other option that we have here is, let's say your agency has a website and they want you to use it, but you want to use some of the content from inside the VSA. Let's say the financial worksheets you really like, and so you want to link to Budget Organizer. What we'll walk through now is the process by which you can link to this content from your other website. So what I've done is created a test site using Google Sites. It's a service that you can just go create a website. We'll pop over to it, and this is my fancy test site that I set up. Let's see if I can remember how to use this thing. What we'll do is we'll create a test box here, and I think we said we wanted budget organizers. So let me see if I can get in here. So what's missing? So we got the description, we got the link text, but we need the link. Remember when we set up the important links, there's the two components, and it works the same way on almost all websites. So now we have to go get the link. And so the trick is to come over here to your agent website and then right click with your mouse and do copy link location. So almost all browsers will have a slightly different language that they use, but it may be copy link or view link or some other sort of notation. But the idea is that you'll want to get that link, and then when you come back over to your site, you can post it in there. So we just insert a link here and hit apply. Oop, not that adept with this. Let me redo that. Well, I'm just going to start completely over here. Budget organizer, and then I'll put the link in, and so that creates the link. And if we were to, well, let's add one more here while we're here. So maybe we want to grab balance sheet, this one right here. So we could come over and do balance sheet, and we're gonna try to select it this time, and maybe that'll make it a little easier to add that link. So we right click, we do copy link location, go back over here, and let's see, filled it in for us this time, so it should just go ahead and work. Yeah, there we go. Let's preview this site. I'm not familiar with this builder too much, but we'll give it a shot. Maybe we can preview it here. So this is my wonderful new site, and then if we wanted to click on the budget organizer, goes ahead and opens up the budget organizer content. As long as your VSA subscription is active, you can link to this content. Licenses allow you to link to the content as long as your subscription is active. And you can link to financial worksheets. There's all of these concept pages. There's a significant number of these. Inspiration section, you can link into those as well. This is a pretty quick webinar. We used to cover this topic in our larger one, but it was running over, and so we wanted to split this out and have it in its own separate webinar. So if anybody has any questions, go ahead and submit them via chat, and we'll see if we can answer them real quick. But we do really encourage you to reach out to us and schedule a one-on-one, and we can share the desktop, log into the VSA, and cover as many topics and for as long as you want, not for 2 days. An hour or so, we'll be more than happy to sit with you and just go through the VSA from top to bottom and share all our knowledge and everything we know about it and answer any questions that you may have. If your website is disabled, I don't think you can link to the content if your website is disabled. I'd have to double check that, but let me go back into the VSA and show you one area that we didn't really talk about, which is enabling and disabling your website. If you subscribe to the VSA and you do not desire to have the website visible, you can come in here and disable it, and that'll take it offline. And I believe if you click on it, you just get this message in place. And then if you go back and you enable it, then you should be able to get back your agent website as it was before you disabled it. Good question, Meredith. Does anyone else have any questions? All right, so we're 2 minutes early today, so we're going to be out of here a little early. Appreciate everyone attending. Thanks.